Good day, my people. It's me, your brother. It's good to come your way once again. Yeah. Well, without wasting much time, I just want to. I'm forced, kind of, like to ask this question. It's been bothering me for a while, and just wanted to kind of like ask why I talk about a few things, then I go away. You know, the question that's been bothering my mind all this while is about Nigerian girls, the young girls in Nigeria. And there's a word called endangered species. You know, when they say a species is endangered, that's they are on the brink of extinction. Yeah, on the brink of extinction. Then they are being referred to as an endangered species. You know, when such species are tagged to be endangered species, they stand the risk. They are facing the risk of all of them in a group being extincted from existence. Yeah. So that's what I'm asking myself today. Is that what Nigerian girls are facing nowadays? Yes, they may not be an endangered species as a group that's being extincted from existence in group as the words signify. But there's everything that says that one Nigerian girl or the other, or some Nigerian girls, they face the risk of extinction. It may not be as a group, but they are endangered, as is, just like the word endangered species says. They are always at risk. Danger is always attached to them as far they are girls in Nigeria. Number one reason why they are endangered as individuals, as a group, as women, as species, as a people. There is no law in Nigeria that covers and empowers the young girls. You see, an adult politician sleeping around with a teenager. Why? Because there is no law that restricts an adult from messing around with an underage girl. These politicians, they go all about fooling themselves around with these little girls, messing them up, doing all sort of things that they feel like with them. Messing them up, sleeping with them and doing all sort of stuff with them just because they have stolen money from the government that they can spend on these little girls. It's not even what is troubling my mind. Just like the case of this young girl, I mean, that has been trending recently. This Miriabila that died in the house of the Minister of Works. What was that his name? Dave Nwahi or something. Yeah, this is a politician, an ex-governor who is now a minister, messing around with a young girl, 26 years old girl. From what I heard, she's working for him, but behind the scene, other things are happening, just like what they do to every other young girls in Nigeria. Yeah, I was even surprised. I mean, she's 26, because I know they do all sort of stuff to even younger girls, underage girls, teenage girls. Send a gay child to school, to the university. Before she graduates, they have turned her into a prostitute in Nigeria. Because money is always dangled at them to submit themselves to these so-called politicians, businessmen, big men, wherever they are. And they are being messed up. They are being used just because of money. If the so-called businessmen, politicians are not messing them up, the lecturers that are supposed to be their guardian, teaching them, lecturing them on what they need to become in future, those ones are doing their own stuff as well, harassing them sexually. Or else, if they don't submit to the demand of the lecturers, they are given carryovers and all of that. Except you are a daughter of a well-known man. I mean, let me just say, of a rich man. In the university, you are in trouble in the hands of these lecturers. They want to mess up with you to give you grade. They want to sleep with you before you can pass. They want to do all sort of stupid things with these girls. That's danger. That's danger. The lecturers are after them to mess them up. The politicians are after them, turning them into what they never dreamed to become, just because they are dangling money at them. At the end of the day, a lot of them become Ron's girls. What is Ron's girls? That's more like a prostitute, a university student. You see, every weekend, they fly here, fly there, looking for one politician or one businessman to go and lodge with, just because they want to collect money. Why? Because they have been lured into that kind of life. And that kind of life they have not gotten used to endangers them. That's why every now and then you see some of them being used for ritual. You see some of them dying mysteriously in the house of one businessman or one politician, like the Mary Abila's case. Yeah. Dating a politician, most of them, they didn't just wake up one day and start dating politicians. They started it when they were in university. Many of these girls. I've known a lot of girls that were good, decent, nice girls before they got into the university. But coming out from the university, they become, don't know how to describe it, become so wide like a lion that The only language you understand is money. Even if you are a monkey, you are a dog, you are whatever, they will submit to you just to get money. That's danger. That's danger. That's danger. If that is what the Nigerian society can offer our young, innocent girls growing up, what future do we have when these girls are being endangered to all these kind of dangerous, useless, futureless life, or in the name of poverty? They want to get money. And at the end of the day, many of them, they lose their life chasing money. In the process, they lose their life. It is a few that is reported on social media. There are a lot that are never reported. I've heard cases of young girls losing their life chasing after money. Because the more they chase after this money, giving themselves to these different men to mess up with, they are endangering themselves. So that's why I asked the question earlier on. Have they not become an endangered species? Because the more they go out giving themselves to these useless men, the more danger they pose to themselves. Because some of these politicians or some of these businessmen, they can end up being ritualists. They use many of them for ritual. Who knows what happened to that poor girl, that Emiriabila, in the house of the minister? Who knows what happened to her? Till tomorrow, have we really heard anything about what happened to her? Can be ritual, can be anything. But she's gone. Promising young girl. I think she was a nurse or something. A physiotherapist, I don't really know what they say she was. She had a bright future. But being around a politician, whether dating him or just working for him or whatsoever, I don't know. Allegedly, I heard she was found naked in the room when she was dead. Why will a girl be naked in a man's house? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just talking in general view, the general view of the life of girls in Nigeria. We are talking about these ones that is obvious. The one that happens around. I mean, the normal sexual harassment that happens around everywhere. Between neighbors, in the neighborhood, in the hood, I mean everywhere. Girls are exposed to danger. As far as you are a girl in Nigeria, danger is around you. Rape cases are not even reported anymore because it has become a norm. It's not anymore. Sexual harassment, I'm sure there is no law. I mean, that covers sexual harassment in Nigeria. I'm not sure there is. I heard of a young girl. I think her name is Favor, that committed suicide recently because she went to see a young man in Asaba. I think Odogu Asaba. I don't know how they call the guy. To seek for help and financial help or something. This guy ended up raping her without helping her. If he has raped her, and at the end of the day, the help she was looking for, he offered it to her, maybe it would have been a bit He beat, okay, he beat, okay, to take. But this guy raped this girl, messed her up. I think from what I heard, she was a virgin. I don't know if this virgin had raped her. The help she came
these are sister now.
to seek,
He
he didn't offer her that help. He sent her away after raping her. And the girl ended up committing suicide because she felt like shit. Do you know when you are being raped and there is nothing you can do about it? You feel like you are a mess. I'm not a girl, but I can imagine how it feels like when a girl is raped against her vehemently. She feels like shit. There's not everybody who has that mental capacity or that mental strength to get over it. I have heard of a lot of cases of girls taking their lives after being raped, after being abused, harassed. That is the case of these girls. The girl is gone now. The guy has been arrested. I know after a while now, the money will come out and they will release him. And the minister of works is still walking around freely. But the girl that died in his house, his mistress, let me put it, because I think there is no way that it can say he was not sleeping with that girl. You see, our girls are exposed to too much danger. That's why I was asking, has our Nigerian young girls become an endangered species? Because there is danger everywhere around them. Yes, they may not be extincted as a group. They are not facing extinction as a group, but one or two or three or more are open to it, because the danger around these young girls are too much. Even some young little children are being harassed. Little children, 6 years old, 8 years old, less men still harass them. I don't know if there is a law that covers that in Nigeria. But I'm just mentioning Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian. I know it happens elsewhere as well, but I'm just using Nigeria as a starting. I mean, as the main point, because it affects me generally as a Nigerian. It affects me mainly as a Nigerian. So, though it happens elsewhere as well, but I'm using the case of Nigeria because Nigeria, nothing seems to be done about these things. There seems to be no law that covers these things. Too many cases. You hear someone on social media, you hear some outside on the news everywhere. But at the end of the day, there is still no law in place that guides these young ladies. They are being killed. They are being harassed. They are being brutalized. They are being abused. For every reason, they are losing their life to ritualists, to all sort of stuff. From childhood, the danger is posed to them. They go to university, is a problem for them. Harassment from lecturers, from everywhere, even from their co-students. The politicians turn them into something else. They go after these young university girls just to make sure their sexual needs or whatever their evil needs are satisfied. Businessmen, even guys that lives abroad, when they travel back to Nigeria for holiday, they mess these girls up. They take advantage of them. and mess them up. Hey, a Katerian goes to Nigeria. You take advantage of those young, innocent girls because you have money. Some of them will even abuse them, sleep with them, and not even give them anything. Are you not happy that I'm sleeping with you? You as a local Nigerian girl. Don't you know I live abroad? You live abroad, and so what? People are too wicked. I don't even know what to say. This video is getting too long because I have a lot of things to say, but I don't want this video to be too long because I don't know what is happening. Can't there be a law like here in Europe that protects and covers these young girls? Because I'm not really talking about women right now, because the women I know, they are more mature. They, at least a lot of them have the experience in life to protect themselves, even from their husbands or their partners or whatsoever, or maybe their lawyers or something. They are mature enough at least. But I'm talking about these young, innocent girls that have been exposed. That at the end of the day, some of them, they just flow. They just go with the flow and become whatever, anything, because it seems like they don't have a choice. They just accept it. Whatever happens, it happens. They just go with it. Well, I don't really know what to say. Every day I feel bad when I see these our young girls. Some of them, they just go to social media saying all sort of things, but they don't realize that no matter what they are saying, no matter what they are thinking, no matter how smart they think they are or whatever, the danger is very close to them right there. Any little mistake, you are gone. Your boyfriend can be your Waterloo. That boy you call your boyfriend. That neighbor that is always eyeing you, trying to impress you with one or two things, can be your Waterloo. That your friend that is always telling you, let's go and meet this businessman, let's go and meet that politician, let's go and meet this to collect money. You can meet your Waterloo from all of these sources, no matter how smart you think you are. That's why you are a young girl in Nigeria. You're in danger. That's why I say, have our young girls now become an endangered species? Is that what they have become? Because the danger that is posed, they are exposed to, it's just too much, and there is no law protecting them. They face harassment, abuse, danger, death, whatsoever from every corner. Seems like every man in Nigeria, whether you are a politician, you are a businessman, you are whatever, as far as all the men in Nigeria, they have all become predators. Preying on these young girls and just trying to find a way to mess up their life or use them whichever way they feel like, even for ritual, for sacrifice, for whatever they think, or in the name of money. Young girls, be careful, Be careful. Yeah, just be careful. No matter how smart you think you are, you just gotta be careful. Because your life right here, your life is at stake right here. Mind where you go, mind what you do, because any little mistake can be very fatal. Well, my heart goes to the family of these people I just mentioned, and the many lots that I didn't remember to mention, like this. I mean, this young girl, Mary Abila. I heard about the case, everything. I was like, dazed. This happening in Nigeria, a minister, and he's still walking around freely. Nothing is done. Or is it the other guy that raped that young girl, that she committed suicide? Many cases. How many are we going to be able to mention? Young girls, be careful. Please be careful. Because there's too much danger close to you as far as you are a girl in Nigeria. There is no law that covers you. It's only God. It's only God. And I pray God covers our children, our young girls, our sisters, and help them avert all these dangers. Well, I leave it here. I salute you all. Subscribe, follow, drop your comment. Let me see what you think about these videos that I do every now and then. I will appreciate your comment. Just draw something. Let me see. Well, God bless you. Thanks for watching. See you soon.